Survival Kit, Emergency Survival Food, Survival Ration, Outdoor Survival Kit, Protein Supplement. A survival kit is a package of basic tools and supplies prepared as an aid to survival in an emergency. Civil and military aircraft, lifeboats, and spacecraft are equipped with survival kits. Survival kits, in a variety of sizes, contain supplies and tools to provide a survivor with basic shelter against the elements, help him or her to keep warm, meet basic health and first aid needs, provide food and water, signal to rescuers, and assist in finding the way back to help. Supplies in a survival kit normally contain a knife, often a Swiss Army knife or a multi-tool, matches, tinder, first aid kit, bandana, fish hooks, sewing kit, and a flashlight. Civilians such as forestry workers, surveyors, or bush pilots, who work in remote locations or in regions with extreme climate conditions may also be equipped with survival kits. Disaster supplies are also kept on hand by those who live in areas prone to earthquakes or other natural disasters. For the average citizen to practice disaster preparedness, some towns will have survival stores to keep survival supplies in stock. The American Red Cross recommends an emergency preparedness kit that is easy to carry and use in the event of an emergency or disaster. Emergency rations are items of food and drink that a person stores and relies on in case of an emergency. Emergency food supplies can be purchased for camping trips or wilderness adventures. These supplies are meant to last for several days. Many people also purchase long shelf life emergency food in case of natural disasters or other emergency situations. The food can come in the form of a powder, freeze-dried, smoked, or salted. The rations are to help people survive until help arrives and are often carried while hill walking or mountaineering, because of the risk of being stranded by an accident. In some organized events, such as tent tours, it is obligatory to carry emergency rations. Emergency rations are often carried by camping enthusiasts, especially backpack campers, who are more likely to be far from food supplies. Emergency foodstuffs are usually high in caloric content, and sometimes also in nutritional content. Typical emergency foodstuffs are high-calorie foods such as candy bars, nutritional or protein bars, sports or energy bars, hard bread or biscuit, dried meat, such as jerky, and dried fruit. If water is available, rations with little water content are lighter to carry. Emergency rations are generally carried on the person by people on foot in case of becoming lost or separated from normal food supplies. Water or other drinks are carried if water is not readily available from the environment. The makeup of emergency rations can be adjusted to suit different situations depending on which properties are the most desirable under the specific circumstances. For instance, when comparing trekking to being lost at sea, a high caloric density is more of a priority in the former case, and in the latter case, the metabolic effects of the macronutrient composition require greater consideration. Emergency rations are used in humanitarian aid. In these contexts, the purpose of the rations is twofold: preventing malnutrition and sustaining physical activity. The energy content required for this depends on several factors, including the level of physical activity and environmental temperature. How do survival ration outdoor emergency survival food work? The best possible nutrition in the smallest possible volume. The resulting research was extremely involved and intense, and the product that evolved was used in the early space program. Eventually, a tablet was perfected and used widely as emergency food. It came to be known as the survival ratio. 12 tabs per day is all you'll need. Survival ratio will keep you alive and moving for months at a time, on the amount you can carry in your backpack. Our recommended consumption of 12 tabs per day may be decreased when other foods are available in adequate amounts and quality. Or it may be increased in times of complete starvation or extreme physical exertion. 12 tabs provide 100% of the USRDA of 15 essential vitamins and minerals, and that's not all. The reason the survival ratio is so effective is that they are literally jam-packed with concentrated nutrition. The protein we use is of the highest quality only. That's important because protein can be of varied quality. If it is of poor quality, your body will not be able to assimilate it properly. With most food products, 30% minus 60% of the calorie content leaves the body unused. Survival ration is so completely digestible that 99% of their calorie content can be actually utilized for energy. 97% of the protein content is available for the repair or replacement of essential body substances, such as blood, muscle, and nerves. Emergency rations are meant to keep you alive and going for months at a time. A person can survive 4 to 5 months by eating emergency rations exclusively. One daily serving of 12 tablets contains 240 calories, which gives the body the basic daily nourishment required when the recommended calorie intake cannot be met. Emergency survival food eliminates the need to forage for food in situations where you are lost, stranded, or trapped. The quality of the food we eat is more important than the quantity. Of a food's theoretical calorie content, 30 to 60% is unused by the body and converts to unhealthy fat. Emergency rations are so completely and quickly digested they have a 99% absorption rate. 25-year shelf life. Survival rations have been produced and packaged to last at least 10 years. We've accomplished this in several ways. Number 1. We have compressed the tablets with thousands of pounds of pressure with our specialized tablet presses. Oxygen and moisture, the arch enemies of food, cannot penetrate the tablets to destroy the ingredients. Number 2. We use a heavy-duty, opaque bottle to pack the survival ration. The bottle does not allow either light or outside oxygen to penetrate and deteriorate the product. Number 3. The closure is a specially designed screw-type lid which, along with being screwed tight on the bottle, is sealed with tamper-resistant tape. Bottom line: survival rations are a convenient, compact, lightweight, life-saving food ration for any emergency. They are completely nutritious, have a 10+ year shelf life, and are absolutely delicious. Just let them melt in your mouth. You'll probably chew them up. They are so irresistibly good tasting. Shelf life and sustainability. We have samples of survival ratios that were produced in 1974-75. The survival ratio has been stored at room temperature. We test them periodically and have found little, if any, deterioration or loss of vitamin or food value. Our results showed a negligible loss in these areas. Freezing temperatures will have no effect at all on these tablets. We would estimate the shelf life for emergency survival food to be 25 years but suggest rotating them to ensure maximum food value every 2 to 3 years. Nutrition: 3.9 grams of emergency food contains fat 25%, protein 9%, carbohydrates 58%, iron 18 milligrams. As ferrous fumarate, other minerals, 2%, from milk solids, and the following vitamins in percentages shown of their USRDA adult allowance. There are approximately 20 calories in a 3.9 gram emergency survival food. Vitamin A, 100% vitamin D, 100% vitamin E, 100% thiamine, B1, 100% riboflavin, 100% niacin, 100% pyridoxine, B6, 100% folic acid, 100% vitamin B12 to 100% vitamin C, 100%. Click the link below to purchase the Survival Kit Emergency Survival Food Survival Ration Outdoor Survival Kit Protein Supplement.